Hey Ryan,
Hi, how are you?
I am excellent. Thank you so much for agreeing to have a chat this morning. So excited to hear about your successes.
It's been awesome. Wasn't easy. Took a lot of work, a lot of self realizations, and admitting to things I needed to get better at. And been a long road. It's been good. Been
Amen.
awesome.
Yeah, so after saving hundreds of marriages, we do this interview for two reasons. We want to know your personal story and specifically what worked to create the success that you have now. And secondly, we want to see what opportunities we have to support you in this new season.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, question number one, it's always my favorite question. How did you land here? What made you trust a random stranger that you probably saw on the internet with helping you kind of to restore your marriage?
So go back to 2022. I was found out that things weren't going good, and she wanted space, and all marriage was on the rocks. I got needy. I did everything. But during that, I also started reading every book I possibly could, searching on the internet, and I came across Josh's videos. Literally watched probably everything he has up there for free, and started implementing everything. I liked just the whole thing about it. I just made sense to me. Everything kind of clicked in my head, and like this seems like the right thing.
Awesome.
Um, so I started implementing that early on. Then I got to the point where I'm like, I need more. And then so I looked at the program. I'm like, okay, I got to join this because I've gotten to where I am now with the free stuff. I need that extra step to totally get to where I am now. So that's I found them on the internet by just during my needy phase and trying
Yep,
to figure stuff out and get better. And everything he said on his videos clicked for me. So
for sure. So I'm hearing you like did all the self-help books, you binge watched the free content. Initially, when you realized the marriage was maybe on the rocks, what other stuff did you try?
um well, personally, like just everything that you're not supposed to do. From flowers to trying everything here, and it quickly realized that was wrong. Um, but still felt the need to do something. Like, I don't know, I just wanted to fix it. I wanted to be the fixer. Um,
Yep.
and learned that wasn't it. I had to, focus on myself and get this right, and me be happy, because the only person you're going to be with is someone that's happy. You don't want to be with someone that's needy or not happy. So like I've told other people in this program I've talked to, it's like, if the person you're with isn't happy, do you want to be there? You don't. So you got to be happy first before you can have your wife be happy. So
Yeah.
I
So
had to fix my.
yeah.
No, I just had to do a lot of, once I got in the program, and it happened pretty quick. I mean, within probably a month and a half, it was like we were really good, but it was me being happy first and working on myself.
Yeah. All those cliches are true, right? Like if you don't love yourself, how can you really love someone else?
Yeah, and I don't want to. I mean, you don't go to a group of friends and look for the person that's like not happy or not the jolly one. You want to get away from the person that's always like negative or whatever. You're like, I'm out. So
Yeah. So what was the biggest kind of internal struggle in this process?
um, well, in my situation, it's, there was an emotional affair that happened, and so that was my biggest struggle, is to let that go. That's over and done with, and it was a real short blip in her poor choices or whatever.
Yeah.
And also trying to seek validate. She was seeking validation for her stuff she was going through, and I wasn't providing it, and found that. And so I think the biggest struggle was to let resentment go and just go, hey, I, I mean, we don't ever need to talk about this again. I don't care.
There's a lot of guys in that same boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Brilliant. I love that. So where are things now? So were papers ever filed? Like, were you in the middle of a divorce?
No papers were filed.
Okay.
The she never moved out. I never moved out. We did kind of like have a separate space for a very short time.
Okay.
Um, and it was more when she was mad or I was upset or whatever, one of us would sleep like in our loft, not even our guest room, just right
Okay.
outside the room. So never got to that extent. I did ask multiple times in the beginning, like, do you want a divorce? And she's like, I don't know, and she was kind of on that the phase where she had multiple things going through her head. But
Yeah.
where we are now is so this started back in, well, I mean, it started way before I knew, but
It does.
it hit a head in October,
Okay.
and then October 22, and we went on vacation as a family in February this year for 8 days. Great time, fantastic time. Since then, I mean, intimacy's back. We're doing everything as a family. She actually went yesterday for her first girls trip she's done in probably years.
Beautiful.
And I'm like, yeah, go have fun. Like, I got the kids, we're good. And she probably texted more yesterday with her day away than she has in the last week.
Oh
You
my
know what I
gosh,
mean?
I love that. Love
This
that.
morning she called at 8 o'clock this morning. She called like just to see how things were. I'm like, all right, we're good. So,
That made my day. Oh my
so,
gosh, I nerd out with all of this. That absolutely made my day. So just curious, like she had an emotional affair at some point?
so what she explained to me was that, I mean, she had breast cancer.
Okay.
That's so, and I, apparently I asked in the beginning, like, like everything was going and she really didn't want to talk about it. So I'm like, oh, she doesn't want to talk about it. Like, I'll just back off. Well, that was complete opposite what she wanted. So
Mm,
she did want to talk about it and she wanted more, but I kind of backed off because I thought, I didn't know. I don't know. Wasn't able to read between the lines.
yeah.
Um, so anyway, she did that, or she had that. And then, I mean, she's in recovery and she's doing good.
Amen.
Um, but during that time, apparently she got some random, and so she's a retired police officer too.
Oh,
So
wow.
this blew my mind when she told me this is how it happened. She got a random message on Facebook of all places from some person. I don't even know if it's a real person. It could have been one of those romance scams. So, but just that's where her emotional affair was.
Okay.
And she says, even to this day, she goes, I don't even know where the person lived. I have no idea. I'm like, okay. I'm like, we don't need to talk about it. I don't care. We're good. So,
So just curious. So now she's away on a girls' trip. You're
mhm.
holding down the fort. It sounds like trust is like back to 100%. Just curious how that happened. Like, what was the process? Because now you're like, wife, go and have fun. You do you. And now she's calling you at 8 a.m. So just curious, how is that trust piece kind of reestablished?
It's just the point of realizing that people are gonna do what they want to do, and if you're gonna live in constant like what if or what's happening, you'll never be happy, and they're gonna, even if you worry about it, they're gonna still do what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So I just that's how I've just kind of went. Well, that's how I am.
Yeah.
Like, I work for the fire department, so I'm gone like multiple days. So I'm like, there's trust on that side too. Or I'm gone for 4 days, and
No.
I mean, so I have to have it. And I'll tell you, it was when that emotional fear thing started. I had issues. I
Yeah.
had big issues.
Well, that's tough.
Yeah. So, but I had big trust issues and everything, and even she doesn't fully believe I trust her yet. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel. But I think that's also some stuff internal that she needs to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was at work and she had some friend that was in town that like she went to school with years ago, and she's like, "Do you care if so and so comes over?" I'm like, "I've never met the guy. I don't know. It's kind of weird." And she's like, "Why is it weird?" I'm like, "Because he lives in Idaho. Why is it all of a sudden it's a last minute, like he's a pilot or whatever?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. I mean, whatever, do whatever you want, but I just telling you, I feel it's weird. She's like, "Well, I just want to let you know because I know you don't trust me." I'm like, "I trust you. I totally trust you. I just telling you, my honest feelings. It's weird." So
Sounds like solid communication though. You were both seen and heard, right?
yeah. Oh, our communication now since this whole program started is,
Yeah.
I'd say tenfold better
Love
than
it.
it was before.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So I have three more questions.
sure.
What do you think the most helpful piece of the marriage mastery program was for you or is for you?
um, for me, I think the CLCs for me might have been the biggest breaking point, just because I had to put stuff in words, write it down, and deliver it. And it's not trying to. I mean, the big goal is to obviously try and repair what you had, but
Yeah.
you're also taking ownership of what you messed up on or where your mistakes were. And I think that's a big thing that, I mean, men especially, but just admitting you were wrong.
Yeah.
Like I screwed up.
Yep.
Um, and then building with those though too is putting a plan together of how you're going to get in that, how you're going to improve, where you're going to improve. And then the accountability side, it's like, I've had one misstep on one of my CLCs and she called me out on it.
Good for
She
her.
did. She did. She did. She's like, "Hey, you wrote this down and like you did that." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. My bad."
I love it.
So
Radical accountability here.
yeah, and that's what I mean. All of mine that I wrote, it's like just I want to be held accountable. Like I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm doing this, and if I don't, call me out, please.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful. Okay. All in all, was this worth it to you? It's a big investment of time, money, lots of things. Is it worth it?
yeah, if you want to save your marriage, yes, it's worth it, 100%.
I love that. Okay. Going back in time, when you were on the fence, right? You're binge watching every single free YouTube video. You're like, oh my gosh, Josh is speaking directly to me. Like, for someone else who's on that boat, like, should I do it? What would you tell them?
If your honest goal is to save your marriage and to be with the wife that you have, yes, you should do it.
Awesome. Would you share any other words of encouragement to someone who is where you were just a couple months ago?
I'll just say this. It can happen, but you have to put the work in. It's not a silver bullet. It's not something that's going to do it by itself. You can't just watch videos and read the content and then expect something to change. You have to change yourself. You have to work on yourself. You have to figure out where the core problems were between you and your wife. And once you're happy and fix yourself, the other stuff starts working. It just she becomes happier. She'll appreciate your change. Like she's told to me or said to me multiple times, like over the last few months, it's like, who are you?
I love that.
So
You're you. You're just the
yeah,
best version of you, right?
I'm still like it's a never ending process. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't just stop and expect it to continue on. You got to still work. You got to just it's a daily grind to be your best version. You can't just expect yourself to wake up and go, I'm gonna be the best person I am today. It takes work. And but if you commit to it, it works.
It sure does. Beautiful. Super, super appreciate you taking the time, Ryan.
Yeah, for sure.